Hi everyone, thank you for coming to join me for chair yoga today. I am glad to see you. So we're going to have a nice practice today. We're going to start standing and work on some balance elements, and then from there we're going to go down to the chair. So when I move away, and you might even be able to see it now, I over the past few months of us doing this, have begun to notice that my chair is a little too tall for me to get my feet on comfortably. So what I have done is take a blanket and I've folded that up, and that's going to bring the floor up to my feet. If you choose to do a little maneuvering like that, I want you to make sure that safety is first, that everything that you do is very safe. You don't want to put towels or blankets on wooden floors. Those will slip. If all possible, maybe get down in the chair and have someone assist you put the towel down if you want to use a blanket underneath your feet. Your safety is absolute number one. I just wanted to explain to you guys why I had that there. Number two, my light is doing something very strange. I am almost wondering if the bulb is about to go out. So bear with me. I'm sorry that the light is a little weird. I will try to get that taken care of tomorrow. But let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start standing. You are going to need a chair because the majority of our practice will be down in that chair. And you'd also want to have something to drink. I have some water with lime juice. Water with fruit would be good, or even some tea maybe. But let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start standing. I'm going to go ahead and even stand on my blanket for a couple of reasons, and because of a couple of reasons. So I've already been testing my balance around today, and I know that today my balance is pretty good. So that's why I have the confidence to step up onto this blanket. Is knowing where I'm at today. I'm very aware of my balance today. This will throw your balance off. So it's good to practice balance standing on a blanket, but it is going to throw your balance off a little. So if you are uneasy at all, it's kind of a do as I say and not as I do. If you're uneasy at all, use that chair as a prop, or just don't stand on the blanket. So we're going to start in mountain pose. And what we're going to do is start with our knees and make sure that your knees aren't locked out. They're not super straight. There's going to be a tiny bend in the knees. Okay, and from here we can adjust other things. So first the feet. We're going to lift up our toes, push down through the ball of that big toe, ball of the little toe. Bring this to your inner heel, now your outer heel. So notice as you're pressing your feet into the floor, it makes you want to lock those legs out. But we're going to maintain a nice straight leg, nice strong leg, but not locked out. So now you're just going to lift that belly up. So it's actually two moves. Tailbone goes down in the back, belly comes up in the front. So it's like you have flashlights here on your hip points, and instead of poking them down at the earth, you're going to push them up towards me. Okay? And if that happened to poof your ribs out, I want you to soften those ribs back and in. We're going to roll our shoulders up, around. Feels like a very rigid, formal shape here. But this is our mountain pose. So this is the root of all our standing postures. Okay? We're not going to, you don't have to stay here the whole time, but I'd like you to stay here and take 3 breaths with me. Those are going to be nice long inhales in through the nose. Nice long exhale. See if you can sink into the floor, but maintain your posture. Inhale in again. And out. One more time. And out. Alright, so shake everything out. Very first thing that I want to do. So that's somewhat of a balance pose, but I'm going to come to tree pose. So the first thing I'm doing is rocking back and forth. Just weight shifting a little on my feet. This is to make sure that you can get that center of gravity moving from one side to the other. Now we're going to start in the super, a low tree, a pine tree, if we take our arms up, but I don't think we're going to take our arms up. What I'm going to do is, when I shift my weight back to the left, I'm going to hold to the left and just bend my right knee, come up on my right toes. And you can tell, okay, how's my balance today, just by being here. Okay, if we wanted to take that left arm extended up And then take that right arm down. Now it looks more like those pine trees with a knob here. And then sway back and forth. So you're not picking the opposite foot up, right? You're just swaying back and forth, trying to work on your proprioception here. Feeling the underside of those feet touching the floor. We're going to hold to the right. We're just going to bend that left knee so it's coming forward. You're up on your toes. And then let's take that right arm up, left arm down. And it doesn't matter which arm goes up and which arm goes down, okay? Now, sway. This time you can decide if you want to bring this up to a banyan tree. So that's heel up against your ankle. If you want to come back to that pine tree, or if you even want to lift your foot up to your calf. So you choose. I'm going to come right in to this banyan tree to start because I know I'm on an uneven surface. So you can see I'm trying to squeeze my muscles to get them to adjust to bring me back to a place of balance. If you're rocking, that's cool. I want you to rock and then try to pull it back up to that mountain pose you know. So these trees growing out of the mountain, nice solid foundation. There you are. Hands together, Anjali Mudra at your heart. Little heart hand shape here. And now let's shift back and forth. This time we're going to come over to the right. I'm going to draw my foot up, stop, then you can go from here and take it up higher if you want to. I'm going to stay down, hands together, Anjali Mudra at my heart. And let's release. All right, so let's come down into our chair. So now, because I have this blanket underneath my feet, I don't have to come all the way up to the very edge of the chair. I can take a hand, this hand put it behind the chair, or behind your rear end to the chair. Now I'm away from the chair enough that I have to use my strength to hold me up so that I'm not sitting back, okay? And I can get my feet flat on the ground. So there's a lot of security, a lot of grounding here because half my thigh is pressing into this chair now. All right, so let's start down with our feet. We're going to lift the toes and then let them rest back down on the ground. Lift the toes, back down on the ground. There's your movement. Let's inhale as we lift. Exhale, bring them down. So we're trying to slow that lift down, slow our breath down. Exhale, bring them down, and try to stay as tall as you can last time. Exhale out. Now let's lift the heels. Inhale, lift your heels up on your toes, and exhale down. And bring them up as you inhale. Exhale down. And up. So we're staying tall as we make the movement, and that helps work those abdominal muscles. Bring it down. Last time, take it up. Hold and breathe. All right. So bring your heels down. So right now your heels are about under your knees. I want you to pull your feet back so that you can come up on those tippy toes. And that when you sit up tall, your feet are behind your knees. So we're going to take this to a seated lightning bolt. So arms are going to come up, and we're going to lean out. Keep your bellies nice and tight. We're going to lean out 45 degrees, push those toes into the ground so it looks a lot like a chair pose, but we're up on our toes. And bring it back. Stay up on your toes. Let's do that one more time. Shoulders out of the ears, inhale. Exhale, bring it out 45 degrees and hold. You're breathing. Don't hold the breath. Reach to the crown of the head. And then let's swoop those arms back. Okay. Go ahead and put your right foot back down. So basically ankle under knee. And we're going to take our left foot and bring those toes back underneath us. And then we're going to let that knee drop down. Just stretching that foot out a little. Sit up tall. And bring it back. Let's change. So take your right foot back. Then flip your toes back. So you let the knee get heavy. Press down. Stay tall. And come back up. Alright, go ahead and tap your legs. So let's go and lift our knees a little. So we're going to stay up tall and we're going to lift up that left knee as high as we can without touching and bring it down. Right leg comes up. Bring it down. And inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up and hold. Go ahead and draw some circles with your ankle one way. Hold. Okay, so you're squeezing. Roll back the opposite way. And we'll bring it down. Alright, let's lift up. Right leg hold. Draw some circles one way. And the other way. Lift and hold. Alright, so the next thing you can do here, ooh, that gets into my core. Take a sip of water if you need a sip of water. I think I'm going to actually grab myself some. So, what we're going to do now, little play on that. However, if you feel more comfortable just lifting the leg straight instead of taking the leg out, then you can just stay here and lift the leg straight. Very similar to what we just did, we're only going to assist now with our hands. So hands are going to come behind those thighs. Don't grab up under your knees, right behind your thighs. I'm going to take left leg up, take it out, bring it back up, and let it come down. Right leg goes to the center, swoops around, comes back to center, swoops down. Okay? In, out, in, and down. Other side. In, out, in. One more time. Last time. In, out, in, bring it down, in, out, in, bring it down. Go ahead and tap your feet. So we are going to take that left leg out to the side. Right leg stays forward or as much of this 90 degrees as you can get. We're going to turn torso towards the camera, extend arms out, and now you're going to look out over your left hand. So turn your head, look over your left hand. We'll take 2 breaths here. Deep inhale, nice long exhale, okay? Deep inhale, nice long exhale. Now this time, deep inhale, take that right hand down to your chair, turn your left palm and bring this to Sun Warrior. So nice reverse Sun Warrior. Breathe. Now we're going to come up through that Warrior 2, but you're going to bring your hand down, left hand down right inside that left leg. Take your right arm up and over. Side angle stretch. And come back up through Warrior 2. Let's float our arms down and help that left leg get in. Let's do the other side. So right leg is going to go out. I like to line myself up on that point of the chair. Try to get the legs out to 90 degrees. Turn your belly towards me. Extend your arms out. Now look over your right hand. So what I like to do is pull my elbows in just a little and then extend out like I'm shooting fire out of my fingertips. And bring it in and press it out. One more time. This time take your left hand down. Right arm's going to come back up. Sun warrior, little back bend. Okay. Inhale your arms up. Take that right arm right down inside your knee. Swoop that left arm up and over. Breathe. And come back up. Go ahead, grab that leg, bring it in. Set yourself back up in your chair so feet can be flat. Okay? We are going to now start to work into our torso, getting some movement in our spine. So make sure that you're nice and seated on the chair, that you have a portion of your thigh and your glutes, your rear end are pressed into the chair. Press your feet into the ground. We're going to start to do some of our trunk rotations. Okay. We're up as tall as we can. Start to bring that belly forward. And you're just going to go out to the left like you're trying to draw a big circle. Maybe you'll touch the back of your chair. So I'm trying to keep my feet in contact with the floor. Even if that means I have to slow my circle down or make it smaller. I'm going to do this one more time. So right now my hands are down on my legs. If you want to, as you come around, take your arms up in this big swoopy circle you can, and take your arms around. It's your last chance. Big swoopy circle. And then bring your hands back to your knees. We're going to change directions. So we're going to go off to the right. Okay, focus on pressing down your feet. Okay, around. Alright, so this time I'm going to start to add those arms. Going to take them up and around. Up and around. And back to your thighs. Step your feet out. Toes turn out if you can. They don't have to go out all the way. We're going to make sure the knees are over the toes, belly up and in. Take your arms up, goddess arms. Sit tall. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of lateral work with this goddess arms and a little bit of cowboy work. So we're going to take a left arm down towards the chair. Just lift that right arm up, but I want you to roll it back so that you're tipping directly over at your side. Push your feet into the ground. Don't let them rock up. And you're holding that arm in a nice 90-degree angle if you can. We're going to come back up, goddess, and then go to the other side. So our right arm's going to come down. I have to extend it at some point to help. But I'm going to keep this top arm in goddess. Roll it back a little. Soften. Make sure your feet pressed into the ground. Now I'm going to help use this arm back in goddess to come up. Arms in. Arms open. Arms down. Take that left shoulder and shrug it over towards your right knee. Cowboy pose. Bring it up. Cowboy pose. Bring it up. And step your feet in. Okay, so once again, find your firm seat. We're going to do a couple of cat-cows, so I'll get our spine going in the opposite direction. You're going to inhale, push your belly forward, so you're making this C-ish arc shape in your back. Pull your shoulders towards each other. Pull the shoulders back. I'm not going to throw my head back. I'm going to lift my chin just a little, lift the eyes, squeeze. Now the other movement is to pull your belly back, press your arms away like you're straightening your arms. Tuck your chin in, and that's your cat. So with breath, we'll inhale, cow, exhale, into cat. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, last one. Inhale, exhale. Sit up nice and tall. All right, so simple lateral fold, and then we're going to come back down to our hips for just a moment. So go ahead and take your left hand to the side of your chair, or a little further if you have something to hold on to or you're not going to tip. You have to keep your right hip pressed down for this. We're going to lift the arm up, take it over, look up at your elbow, and I want you to breathe. Okay, so don't hold your breath here. Steady inhale. You can always drop this top arm. Push into your feet to help you stay in your chair. Inhale up. Let's do the other side. Arm up and over. All right. We're getting ready to do the last thing for up here. Arms out. We're going to glide back and forth. Glide. Glide. So it's like we're doing triangle, but we're not going down. We're going to glide, reach out. Keep your right hip down. Come up. Glide. One more time each side. Reach like you want to touch the wall. Bring it up. Reach. And down. Let's roll shoulders. Big shoulder roll. Big shoulder roll. One more. All right, so arms up, warrior one. That's palms towards each other, arms overhead. So I can have my arms a little in front. I can bring them up a little higher. I want to be careful not to impinge. You know what feels good on your shoulder, so go to that place. Okay, so warrior two arms, we're going to look to the right. Turn your hands, press your palms down, look over to the right. Now tip your palms up, look forward as you come back to warrior one. Let's go warrior two, other side. Look out over the left hand. Can we add breath? We'll inhale forward. Exhale warrior two right. Inhale forward. Exhale to the left. Two more. Forward. To the right. Forward. To the left. Swoop your hands down. Come to Anjali Mudra. Thumbs at your heart. So we're going to put those palms together. Elbows in line with our hands. Let's just press the hands down a little. The palms might come apart a little just to stretch the fingers. And then we're going to press it up. Pull it down. Sit tall, engage that belly. Press. One more time, let it go up. Draw it down. A little press. Let's go ahead, soften our elbows down. Sit tall, drop your chin towards your chest. Neck rolls to the left. We're going to do 2, and don't go super fast. Okay, so you're letting your elbows fall down towards the side. This is a very soft Anjali Mudra. When your chin comes around again, I want you to go to the opposite direction. Go back to the right. Eyes are closed. You're not going too extreme in the back. And then when you come back down to center, we're going to lift. We'll bring left ear towards left shoulder, left hand on top. Go ahead, extend that right hand out, palm towards me. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now let's lift up. We'll switch to the other side. Ear to shoulder. Hand on top. Stretch your arm around. Palms towards me. You're not pressing with the right hand, okay? And come down. All right, let's shake those hands out and see what time it is. Do we have time? Yes, we have a few more minutes. Okay, good. All right, so moving into hands. Why don't we do one at a time? Let's go ahead and take that left arm up. Now I'm going to hold my left hand out so you can see number one and number two. That's just going to give me a little bit more in my tricep. You could have your hands right in here, up against your body or even supporting. So I'm going to start to draw some rolls with my wrist, one way, and then reverse, going back the opposite way. I'm going to reverse again, and this time I'm going to start to add fingers in. Reverse back. So that arm is probably getting tired, so let's switch. Circles first, hold your fingers together as one kind of unit. Hands back. Also, try to make this come from the wrist and not involve your elbow, okay? Now, add your fingers. Be cognizant of what is happening in that elbow. And let's go back the other way. All right, shake them out. So let's do these together. I'm going to keep my elbows in, spread fingers, make a fist. Spread your fingers, make a fist. Spread your fingers, wiggle them all around. Okay, we are going to turn cans. So take those arms out just a little, down. Now I want you to roll your shoulders in and out. Roll the shoulders in and out. In and out. Last time, in and out. Come into this left shoulder. Let's roll it around. We're going 3 times. And now you're going to roll it back. Now really get in there. Make some movement with it. I'm starting to involve my obliques even. Other side. We're going to roll. So really make some movement here. Okay, you're in your house. You can make a fool out of yourself. Roll it back. Shake them out. All right, there we go. All right, so come forward. We're going to close off with just a long exhale. So let's take those arms up and around. Exhale, bring them down. One more time. Arms up and around. Bring them down. So we're going to take a nice long inhale, long exhale out through the mouth. Inhale in. And we'll take a bow to ourselves and to each other for the gift of shared practice. Namaste. Thank you. All right, so if you do have something under your feet, you can always step out. Your silver sneakers, step out. Grab whatever it is and then stand up safe, okay? Well, guys, I will see you later this afternoon at 2 o'clock. I'll be online. And also tomorrow at Winston at 11:15. So I'll see you guys either later this afternoon, today in person, or tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye.